Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This is part 3. I'm going in again with a chunky glitter on this one with gel polish on a short nail, and this is how I do it. So I'm just going to do one layer of colour. I chose this lovely pastel green from Gel Bottling. The chunky glitter I'm going in with lemon and lime. That is from Charlie's Nail Art. I will leave my description, not my description, I will leave my discount code in the description below. Go and get yourself some. So when I'm happy with that, that's going to go in the lamp for a 60-second cure. Okay, so that's had a cure. Now I'm going to go in with a very thin layer of base coat. This is just going to be super thin, and just so I can apply the glitter to that wet layer. And I'm just going to use a brush just to pat that in all over the nail, just where I want it. Just dabbing that in to that wet layer. Try and keep it as flat as possible. Try not to get too close to the cuticle or the free edge, so we don't want to be filing into this, so keep it nice and thin. As you can see, I'm trying to use smaller chunks around the free edge and those sidewall areas. Yeah, just really working that in until I'm happy, and then that will have a 60-second cure. I can do double check this as well. I might slightly pat it with my finger, but don't do that unless you've got gloves on. You don't want to get any allergies. But use your brush, pat it all in, try and get it nice and flat. Give it a quick check over before you pop it in the lamp, make sure you're happy with everything. And get that in the lamp to cure. Okay, so that's the first layer done. So we have the majority of that covered. Now I'm going back in again with another base layer. This is going to encapsulate the glitter that's already down. It will also smooth out that nail, and we're going to apply a second layer on top of this. So no curing. So on the second layer we are just going over it. It's going to give it some depth as well, and just covering any other parts that you can see from the gel polish. You'll always see a little bit, but that's the whole point of doing that base layer, because this is a full coverage of glitter. So you're just patting everything in again where I want it, pushing it down with the brush, making sure everything's laying as nice as flat as possible, and then just double check that and then pop it in the lamp for a cure. So I've just sped the rest of this up a little bit because I do faff about quite a lot, so but you can see what I'm doing here, just giving it as cover as possible, and patting it down with my brush at the same time. There we go. I'm just going to use my finger just to pat anything else down that I can see just slightly sticking up. Don't do that unless you've got a glove on, as you don't want to get any allergies from the gel. So that's had a cure, and this is what it looks like. Just getting access, because these are plasticky, silicone-y fingers, everything sticks to it. So right now I'm going to go back in with another layer of base coat, again keeping it thin. I am floating it over, and that's going to encapsulate that top layer and smooth any lumps or bumps. So then again, that will have another cure. I might turn that upside down. I didn't. Okay, so I'm wiping off the tacky layer, and then I'm going to buff, because we've already encapsulated the glitter anyway, so we're going to go a nice light buff over. As you can see, it's still nice and flat anyway, but just to smooth out any lumps or bumps, just to get that nice and smooth, ready for the top coat. So you may think like it's we have applied a lot of layers, however we're keeping them nice and thin, so we're not creating any bulk on the nail, and that is the trick to encapsulating a chunky glitter, is to keep it super thin and just make sure you keep everything laying nice and flat on that nail. Okay, once I'm happy with that, I'm just going to wipe off that dust with some IPA, and then I'm going to go in with Mega Gloss. As you can see there, I'm just showing you how flat it is, and there is no bulk. Super thin. I'm showing you from all angles, and down the barrel of the nail, nothing sticking up. And now I'm going in with Mega Gloss, and that will have a 60-second cure. Stay to the end of the video, guys, because at the end I'm going to take it out of the finger and just show you how thin it still is, just so you get a good look at the layers. Just checking, I'm just going to pop that finger upside down, make sure all that gel falls into the centre of the nail, and then cure. And that is that. Super thin, super shiny, nothing sticking up, and that's how I encapsulate chunky glitter on a short nail. Hope you like this video, guys, and watch out, part 4 is coming now. Yeah, give me a thumbs up. If there's anything else you want to see, let me know in the comments, and yeah, see you in a bit. Bye bye.